Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Got it in the middle, it's Fleming. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you've got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
From the gun, give on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on 1st down TFL, 2nd down TFL. Now you set up 3rd and long. Everybody knows they're going to throw it, and your pass rushers can pin their ears back. Outstanding job being physical by this defense.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, still going. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, set it, go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big 1st down.
A little floater there that falls incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Using his feet. Got the 1st down and more. There he goes. Touchdown, Terrapins. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Thompson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Shapen. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Wide open on the right. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9.
And on that third down, that play is set up to beat man-to-man coverage. You see the receiver, the ball gets thrown out in front of him, and he's able to get away from the defender, make some people miss, use the speed, setting up first and goal.
Off the play fake on first down. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
All right, interesting decision for you now. How confident are you in your offense? You got a big fourth down. It is early in the game. Do you feel like your guys can go out and generate a touchdown, or do you want to play it safe and kick the field goal?
It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Now on the option. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. Now the toss. running into the open space, turning it on. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the Terrapins getting set on 1st and 10. On the option. Now the pitch. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
The Terrapins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Sends it back in motion. He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Hey, I like this by the offense. Nice job of not forcing it, having to throw the football. Now you make it 3rd and manageable and put your offense in a better position to succeed. That's a nice 2nd down play.
And the Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Back to pass, it's Washington. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Looking to throw. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And I like the alertness by this defense. First and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Gonna run it. It's Booth. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To throw, it's Shapen. There's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Off play action on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab up the 30. Off and running. And he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Terrapins!
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Bulldog offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it, Shapen. Spits it out to the back. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Traore. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Mississippi State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends. Like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Terrapins can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
And the Terrapins are at the line looking to convert on third and short. To the air, it's Washington. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Hunt is on its way. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. So now to try to take advantage of that defensive stop time starting to work against them a little bit, we'll see what they can do. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case. And there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Now they'll run the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my running game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
To the air, it's Washington. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Snatches it on the run. Running free. Touchdown, Maryland! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. How about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Going to the running game. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Discards him with the stiff arm. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44, a big-time pickup on that one. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down of the drive, so maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Thompson. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Tight end now in motion. Back to throw, it's Chapin. Caught behind the line, it's Traore. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Got a man. It's Thompson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding him? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. A designed run for the quarterback. Breaks into the open. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Let's go. Break. Single, single. Blue 22. Blue 22.
The option look. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The defense putting points on the board.
Number 13 with the defensive score.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Terrapins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Quickly complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Terrapins come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks, it's Smith. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
The Terrapins will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Fleming. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Terrapins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. This is a designed run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. The Terrapins are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got his man in the middle. Thrust that arm out. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
The short hands, it's Smith. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 25. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. And the Terrapins will boot it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Thompson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Snagged in the middle, H. Thompson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And the Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Wants to throw. It's Shapen. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB and to try to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. Chopped out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
To the air on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They want to run this quarterback. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll send the back in motion. Got it, looking for the first down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Dropping back, it's Shapen. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Pulls it in, it's Evans. That's the way to get it out of your own end. Takes it all the way up to the 25 before going out of bounds.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Hand off from the shotgun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll run the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Let's see if he can. They snap it to the up end. He'll try to run for it. And they roll the dice, and it ain't snake eyes. They pick up the first down.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
Try to get it to the edge. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Another tough run for this offense. And I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Nice directional kick there, like a solid iron shot. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
The Terrapins have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking to pass. It's Washington. That's caught. It's Webb. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. He wants to go deep. Brings it down on the right side. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And they're featuring this guy all day long. Now he's over 150 yards. Great job by the offense. This is a matchup. I'm going to take advantage. He's taking advantage of it all game long.
And the Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. Looks as if he's going to run it. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Terrapins! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thompson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They go to the ground. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Back to pass, it's Shapen. Showing the arm strength to the left. Makes a grab for a big play. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Mosley. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
At the 36. And first down for the offense.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Evans. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And they're able to make the tackle.
By the receiver. Tackle is made at the 19. Third down coming.
The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Shapen. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off right at the goal line. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets one fly deep. He's got it down the left side. Open spaces. Touchdown, Maryland! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse. He's got it down the left. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Mississippi State going up-tempo. Motion from the wide receiver. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Dropping back, it's Shapen. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, and a nice gain gets it to the 35. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. It's a draw. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's going to let it go. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. He'll pull it on the read. Now the toss. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Handoff to the lone back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
The give is to Williams. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The Terrapins really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Terrapins back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run the option. The pitch. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
The Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback will keep it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Here comes the option. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And that's an interesting call by this offense, man. Like, they go with the run, try to maybe catch them off guard, pick up a few yards, but now decision time. 4th and medium. Does this offense want to now be aggressive and make sure they go for it?